Abronya DC alleged on his show on social media that Bernard L. Bernard was bribed with 300,000 Ghana cedis by Natoshi, an affiliate and running mate of Agyapong. And that Bernard L. Bernard went to the house of Natoshi and collected that money. So they planned in the house that because of his credibility, all these years, he should come out and prophesy that Agyapong had won.
The truth of the matter is, if anyone is going to give me money for prophesying, it's not 300,000 Ghana cedis. Now, how do I condescend that low to receive 300,000 cedis? How do I come to that level? People should by now know my way of meeting. I prophesy to them. You can find out from government any day, any time. If you has even give me 1 cedi, they should be happy that Natoshi has been able to be bold to come out. They should be scared about people who know that they will not win, but still they are campaigning for them, and they know what they have said they will do on the election day. It's because I have traveled. That's why I have not made time to be telling them more of the things that I have seen. When I come back, there are about 5 things God has spoken to me about this, which I'm going to speak about. As Abronya, you see, I believe that it is desperation, full of lies.
Abusuya ena menti me ho ase ya ekoso ewo NPP party nim enam so ama Abronye this year wo no regional chairman edema NPP amonyoku no ene ye maame na atoshe aba abegina a big banter abusuya enya sem ketwa kwa sabe wo mienu entem no ene adaje eni ho kra eho ehuru se baba eno nam so ema Abronye kwa kobo prophet Bernard L. Bernard dangerous waje 300,000 Ghana cedis bi ansa ena enkomhye no esu adiama honorable Kanakun Preku Agyapong na busuya me no eka say prophet Bernard L. Bernard eba bonten ebe yi sa ensam ya Abronya eka de fan ho no ano na sa brede woni o man Ghana mu na woni black pastor edi nkomo ama mensa ka audio ni bi na ensam a wo audio ni mu no ena me de eba beso mo akwaba aba too much GSO na master so first time ni a obi a subscriber to no so dia channel busuya ya kai se o de bell no ebeka ho se de be na upload ni to mpo woni first person ya wonsa ebedi kan aka abusuya black pastor presenter was sign so dwontu na sa brede ni juma wodi ni wo friend the black pot na abusuya the black pot so na woni prophet Bernard L. Bernard atwetwe enkomo twetwe ni nyina efa enkomo ya Abronye edi ye edefa ne ho eni sikasem bi a wo kire se na atohye etua sika bi ede mano ansa na enkomhye eko ediama honorable Kanakun Preku Agyapong enumu na prophet Bernard L. Bernard se Abronya nankasa na se waye frustrated ewo party nim na eka ono nko anka wonsuro enkrofo ya womo enim se Dr. Muhammad Bawumia enim kunim na nso makoma no atum na womo kire se mo ye campaign ediama ono no womo na wo se Abronya emenani ebre wono so na nya ono ne nyame aka fa no hono anase ne nyame eyi a kire na dia fa aspirant bi ho aba beka no na woma nani aba bebre ewo no so busunya wodi nkomo yie pa na wo kansam bebre so ewo audio ni ma yebekọ na yakoti aba yeba yebedi akire nkomo.
I am not a cheap prophet to prophesy for Bawumia. And who is speaking? Prophet Bernard L. Bernard Nelson Eshan. He is fuming. I love this prophet. I've known him from Takrade. In fact, he's known me from Takrade. I only came to know him in Accra. Hi! Anytime he prophesies, it comes to pass. I have not seen or heard of a single prophecy from this prophet that has failed. This man of God can prophesy to you from morning all the way down to the night. To those of you who may not remember, let me use 30 seconds to tell you this. In the run-up to the elections, when everybody believed that the NPP was going to retain power under Bawumia's leadership, he said it won't happen. The new president of Ghana is called John Dramani Mahama. His vice president is a woman. He would win the election. Unlike so many people saying there will be violence, there wouldn't be any violence. And again, somebody is going to concede far earlier before the official results would even come out. And Bawumia conceded. Mahama won. He didn't end there. He said, I saw in the vision Mahama coming over to tell me, thank you, Prophet, I've won the elections, but my vice president is gone. And we all heard that prophecy long before the elections. And when it happened, Mahama won, but vice president was taken very ill. She had to be flown all the way to the west for medical attention. It took so long before she came. They had to contact him and some other men and women of God to pray so that God would give the vice president another chance to life. This is Bernard L. Bernard. My brother, my sister, there is an allegation that Bernard L. Bernard was given 300,000 Ghana cedis by a running mate of Kennedy Agyapong, Natoshi. And this was said by a gentleman who has 100% affiliation with the NPP, Abronye DC. I call him the gutter mouth Abronye DC. He's always quick to say he's educated. Yet when you listen to him speak, I won't deny that he's educated, but where did he get his education? In the toilet? Or maybe in the jungle somewhere where only the fittest survive? With all respect to Abronye, if education was like this, I would be illiterate forever, uneducated. Those who are uneducated are those who are quick to tell you they are educated, they have this certificate. Yet when you open their heads, it's full of nothing but excreta. Monkey excreta. My brother, my sister, this is Abronye DC. Sometimes it is interesting to watch him. Other times it's so nauseating. I cannot stand him. He's my brother. When I meet him, I'll say hi. But the truth is the truth. Abronye DC alleged on his show on social media that Bernard L. Bernard was bribed with 300,000 Ghana cedis by Natoshi, an affiliate and running mate of Kennedy Agyapong. And that Bernard L. Bernard went to the house of Natoshi and collected that money. So they planned in the house that because of his credibility, all these years, he should come out and prophesy that Kennedy Agyapong had won or would win the election because he was bribed. Hey, well, many people who saw this and heard this never believed it, knowing exactly the track record of Prophet Bernard L. Bernard. Before we could say Jack, Bernard L. Bernard responded. But let's first listen to my very good friend, Abronye DC, on his show. He said that Bernard L. Bernard, who he calls Air Bernard, went to the house of Natoshi and was bribed so that he would falsely prophesy. And the man of God who took him to the house of Natoshi claimed that that amount of money given was too small. And he swore with his life that if this is a lie, may he suffer for telling a lie. Well, I'm not going to say Abronye is lying. Neither would I say he's speaking the truth. But when you look at track records, I can trust Bernard L. Bernard more than Abronye DC. One is a politician. The other one has never been known to be a politician. by the kind courtesy of Ohia TV, Abronya's TV. This tape has gone straight into your medulla oblongata. My brother, my sister, these were his exact words. Bernard L. Bernard is in America as we speak right now. He went straight to social media, Facebook, and he responded twice. The first one he put out, what did he say? This was what he put out. Prophecy for sale. 300,000 is below my value. Give me 300 million Ghana cedis. I woke up this morning to a flood of messages about an allegation from one Abronye claiming that I have been given 300,000 Ghana cedis. In my prophetic calling, accusations, attacks, misinterpretations, and fabricated stories are not new. They are part of the journey. As a prophet, I remain focused on my assignment. I do not prophesy for profit, and I do not trade the grace of God for money. And even if I were the kind of prophet who prophesies for profit, which I am not, does anyone truly believe I will reduce the weight and dignity of my calling to such a figure? Please do not downgrade my value. If anyone intends to give me money for prophesying, let them bring 30 million or even 300 million Ghana cedis. I will never reduce the calling of God upon my life to something that can be brought, controlled, or influenced by money. What was the first message? Congratulations, Honorable Kennedy Agyapong. In the coming days, I will address the false claim that I received 300,000. Dash it away. So this was the first message he put out. And within hours, he came back and told us that this was a lie. But you know how we do it at Black Empire Media. Maybe somebody was writing this for him on social media. I called him all the way in America, Maryland to be specific. And I put this before him. And he revealed something that is shocking. I can't listen to this one alone. When I first asked him, have you visited Natoshi or have you met Natoshi? He said, Black Rasta, it's not for me to tell you people that I've met, people who have consulted me, and those who have not consulted me. In fact, it is not ethical for a prophet to release that. But I think that the answer you are looking for is to the allegation as to whether I took money or not. This was what he said. Watch this.
For this Abronye thing, I realized that you have released a statement. I've read it. Yeah, I just wanted to find out, have you met Natoshi before? Has she given you any money before?
The truth of the matter is, if anyone is going to give me money for prophesying, it's not 300,000 Ghana cedis. Now, how do I condescend that low to receive 300,000 cedis? How do I come to that level? People should by now know my way of meeting. I prophesy to Gamma. You can find out from Gamma any day, any time. If you has even give me 1 cedi, that is not my training ministry. I prophesy to the NDC government. You can find out if they have given 1 cedi. So why the desperation and the lie? If you people have found out that you have lost, at least speak your truth. Speak your truth and don't come and lie with I received 300,000 from Natoshi or whatever. If I want to prophesy, all the politicians, you can ask them. You can ask them. You can ask the people from their camp who are calling me. If I pick up their call, the people from their camp who told me that it would be more beneficial to me and my ministry, I stand to gain more if I help them to win. I am the kind of man of God who is looking for anything in this world. I don't belong to that side of man of God looking for anything.
Wow.
People from their camp, now they are calling me as if I pick up their call. They should wait after, they should be happy that Natoshi has been able to be bold to come out. They should be scared about people who know that they will not win, but still they are campaigning for them, and they know what they have said they will do on the election day. And they should not try to resort to lies and all of that.
Oh, so the Baumia camp actually approached you to try and do something for them?
Said someone from their camp. Oh, so let me give an example. One day I was there when Akusha Menu called me. And she said that she has heard I want to meet Baumia. And I said, no. I've never said I want to win Baumia. If there's anything I have said that Honorable Agyapong had already won the flag bearership. I've never said I want to meet him. There is nobody here I've said I want to meet him. I've never said I want to meet the president of Ghana. I've never said I want to meet Honorable Agyapong. It's not my trade in ministry. I'm a prophet of God. I speak the mind of God. I live it. I am not looking for endorsement, to be looking for people to meet. It's not my trade in ministry. So people from their camp who said they want to make sure they get me to Baumia, they should find out what I told them. People from there who said to me that I stand to gain more. I don't know what they mean by gain more. What am I going to gain? I don't prophesy for gain. I prophesy what I see. And after I prophesy, I leave it. If there is any other prophecy, I come and prophesy, and they should know. It's because I have traveled. That's why I've not made time to be telling them more of the things that I have seen. When I come back, there are about 5 things God has spoken to me about this, which I'm going to speak about. I'm not a prophet because no one can buy me.
Yes.
So I don't see things and I say because of this I will stop. Stop that. So as I brought here, you see, I believe that it is desperation, full of lies. If I want to receive money, then I'll be a millionaire.
Right, I believe that.
You can find out from anyone. If you limit a politician, that if they come to me and they give me money. You stop their lies.
They should stop their lies. Bernard Nelson Ashen, the prophet, fuming. They should stop their lies. I have never taken money from anybody. And he said 5 things that he saw. And he is going to be returning to Ghana early next month. And when he returns, but we have a way of getting the 5 things.
And Tabusiani, of course, so Prophet Bernard Bernard, any Black Rasta and Temuno, and no Neaquacuti, Abanagana for air dress and the echo so NPP party and Yadia and one and Yada Fufu party Biako opposition as a woman air transition, sa transition stage on your party in El be and a party be a Huntiweno, won't bet me assign Abba back even stronger and better. A chance as Abbey, ye who won't ebiso air dress there been your party no air connoisseur and some no air free Dr. Muhammad Baumia camp echo honorable Ken Akompra Agyapong camp na ebisu free Ken camp echo piemu ewo Dr. Muhammad Baumia camp no se empo ekoba no se wo mu ba akukra echo kodi enkunimu a wo mu bie ni ho wo qualify se obedi wo man Ghana ni mesan se ensem ye free wo man kasa enum aba Bible say na monum asem so na ebeboa wo for anase ebeboa wo na so we de Ghana for tre se wo mu tie ensem wo free sampeni fo emienu anum ene wo mo camp chitafo no enum de aba na hwe ni wo tre se e wo se ebo mo bimnemu de e fobo pa e na ye bebo ma wo mo nsem fata se wo mba bedi wo man Ghana eni mabusua Ghana fo adwenche bi e na me de aba beso mesre se wo so bugya wo de no e wo comment section ho e de ama me hu se ne ensemi e ya wo si eje no efa all the social media handles no e too much gh o subscribe like no wa share na afoforo so enya bi ahwemedin e de dark gold macrown.